Hey everybody, it's Kathy Weiss. Welcome to Monday Messages. We're going to be doing a live intuitive oracle card reading here for you this afternoon in just a moment. But before I get into my mad as a hat or teacup hat with all the names, I can't really see them. Well, they're in there, trust me. There's a whole bunch of names in there. But before I pull a name out of the hat, I wanted to really quickly tell you the number one question that people ask me after they've had an intuitive reading. And this could be anywhere from a few hours to a few days later. And that number one question that I get is this normal? Because often when we are in the energy of a reading, there's so much information coming in, we're just like absorbing it. And then afterwards, thoughts, feelings, memories, and emotions can start to arise that may seem like they're not related to what happened. It can seem like a coincidence. But my answer to that, is this normal question, is always yes. Yes, it's normal to have a strong emotional reaction, frustration, anger, weepiness, things like that. Yes, it's normal to have these weird memories of your childhood. Yes, it's normal for an opportunity to come along at work that you didn't even realize you wanted, whatever it is. And that's because when we're having a reading and we're having messages delivered, they're often speaking to something that, we kind of felt like was happening, or that we just needed a little more clarification on. And once we have that information, it's sort of like whatever barrier was in there gets broken down and all of the stuff starts coming up. But I always say, don't let that stop you from having a reading, because it's like sometimes the universe or your subconscious or whatever you think it is needs you to have those reactions in order to create forward momentum, to get you into a place that's healing, vitality, growth, expansion, etc. So we're about to dive into today's live reading, and before I do, I just wanted to show you, I felt really compelled, just like maybe 5 minutes ago, to grab some of these crystals. This one is yellow and it's a little bit rough around the edges, and it's kind of representative of the energy of the third chakra. So willpower, fire, drive, things like that. This one, I don't know how well this one's going to show up on camera. I guess you can see that. It's like clear but with like yellow sparkly things inside of it, representing abundance. Not just financial abundance, all different types of abundance. And then this last one is just a clear one. It's representing the clear energy that comes in through the crown chakra and divine guidance. And I feel just a ton of really strong, like I'm almost nervous today energy. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out of my cup and how that relates to these stones that I decided to grab right at the last minute. So interesting mix of people in here again this week. People I've never met in person, people I know well, people I've met maybe once. And so I'm just kind of scrambling everybody up in there. And my intention right now is that whoever this strong sort of nervous energy that I'm feeling, that if they're the person that needs a message right now, that there is who's going to come out of the hat. And I'm hearing that if you are watching live today, even if this isn't your name, this is going to be one of those messages that has like little hidden snippets in it that will be meaningful to you. So if your name isn't the one that comes out, stay with me live if you can, because there's going to be something in there that will resonate for you as well. Yeah, so let's find out who it is, and then stick with me even if it isn't you, because there's something that you need to hear. Okay. All right, Mailee came out, and so Mailee, if you are watching live as we get into your reading, if you would comment along the way here, that would be awesome. And if you're not Mailee, like I said, stay with me because there's something else that you need to hear today. And even if you're not Mailee, if you have questions or comments and you want to shout out along the way, please definitely do that. So, getting ready for Mailee. Um, Give me just a quick second. There's a couple different people like poking around in there, and I just want to make sure that I tune it right into you, Mailee. And I'm feeling really compelled to again pick up this stone, which is the one that's representative of abundance and not just material like wealth abundance, but health and vitality abundance as well. Um, so, Miley, you feel really like happy and bubbly and energetic to me. Um, your energy seems pretty. Oh, hey, Miley, you're here. Whoa, I think, oh my gosh, I have to tell everybody, I think you're the first person I've done a live reading for who's actually watching live. So, yay for us, sister. Feel free to comment along the way here, okay? So you feel really clear as far as your energy goes, like you feel healthy and you feel strong and energized, and that as far as that kind of stuff goes, you're good. I'm not picking up a particular color, you really just feel clear. So to me, that's really representative that you're healthy. And I'm not even picking up like an energy leak. Like some people, I'll feel like their energy being drained, but I don't feel that either. So that's probably why I felt really drawn to bringing this clear guy along for the ride today. The other thing that I'm feeling for you, Miley, is that I think right now life is like really sort of like routine, which is a good thing, but routine can sort of sometimes also result in like doldrums a little bit. I don't think that's quite the right word that I'm looking for, but just, like when we get into this day to day to day to day to day to day to day, we're sometimes looking for some sort of new stimulation. And it sounds to me like that you're wondering a little bit about if you should add something new into your life. Maybe work wise, I don't necessarily know that that's the case, but like you're just kind of wondering, and that may be why abundance is coming out. It's like you're wondering if there's something monotony of daily life. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that from you. And so it's like, should I get a job? Should I, like, what do I do to mix things up? So why don't we get you some guidance? Because that's kind of really all that I'm hearing right now is like that you're looking for some answers. So Miley, I did shuffle the deck right before we started. And so I can pull from the top, or if you want me to, I can cut the deck anywhere you want me to cut it. And I'm just going to pause and see what you say. And let's hope that it comes through. If it doesn't come through, I'm going to pull right from the top of the deck. Okay, it's all good. You may have commented and it hasn't shown up for me yet. And if you do, after I pull the card, I can pull another one. Like, that's all good. So, oh, there she says. Oh, she said middle. Haha. Yay, just in time. Because I was about to use a different card. There you go. Right in the middle of the deck for you. Our Lady of Charity. And she's card number 44. I know that this image is reversed for you guys because I'm using the rear facing camera. But one of the interesting things about this one is that 44 is one of the angel numbers. So it definitely means that your angels are with you and that they are wanting to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. And while I grab the book to see what the specific message is with this one, Miley, take a look at the picture and let me know if there's anything really in particular about her that stands out to you. So, for those of you who've never watched me do one of these readings, this deck that I'm using is called the Mother Mary Oracle, and each of the cards comes with a very specific bit of information, the doves. Okay, we'll get to that in a second, Miley. And so unlike tarot cards, it's like tarot cards are like playing cards. They have a set sort of suits so to speak, whereas oracle cards are each individual decks. So this deck of cards has very, very specific and individual messages. So I'm going to dive into the book and not read everything because that would be a snore fest, number one. But number two, what will happen for me is what Mailee needs to hear is going to jump up off of the page. And like I said, if you're someone who's watching live and you're not Mailee, there is still a snippet in here for you. So stay tuned and hear what it is. She says, I call upon my strongest children to aid those in need. I'm already picking up, like, are you thinking about working in some sort of service facility or capacity? Not facility, that's a location, but a capacity. I empower your purpose and act through you. My powers are vast enough to keep you safe and protected no matter where you may be. Fear not and maintain your focus on me. I shall guide you, my beloved. And the very first sentence says, being a healer is not always a professional choice. So I'm hearing in sort of a repeat that there is a part of you that to break out of this monotony of daily life is wanting to perhaps pick up some work. And it sounds like your past work, I don't even know what your past work was, but that you were in some way helpful to people. Like, I'm going to use the word nurse as an example, but I know that's not it. Like nurse, teacher, social services, something like that, where you're getting in there with people and helping them solve problems or helping them improve their health or their mental well-being or something like that. And that's really who and how you are meant to be in the world. And while raising children is super satisfying and you are a happy, content person, no matter what your circumstances are, that bringing in a little bit of work will help you feel more satisfied and provide a little bit more variety to your daily life. And it says the benefits might be material support or opportunities to learn or experience something new. So that's definitely what I'm hearing that for you, and why the abundance stone came out. But it will also include spiritual development. So answering this call, and what I'm hearing is you could answer it right now, or it could be like 6 or 8 months from now before you feel ready to take on something else. But when you do, it will contribute to your spiritual development as well as providing that opportunity for wider daily experiences in your life. Our Lady of Charity comes with a message. If you are interested in a profession of healing or spiritual guidance or teaching in some way, pray to her to help you find the path. Do not worry about how it will come to pass. Put your faith in her power and all shall unfold perfectly. She lovingly accepts offers to help others and will empower you appropriately to do so. Pray to her and trust. So I'm just hearing, this is for Mailee if you're just tuning in. What I'm hearing, Mailee, is that there's no hurry on this. There's all the time that you need, and to have a little bit of a prayer practice. And remember, prayer does not necessarily mean religion. Prayer is simply a way of speaking to whatever you believe is greater than us. Some people call it the universe, some people say God, some people say angels and guides. There's a lot of different ways to express to that energy your desire for some clarity and some guidance as to what opportunity will fulfill this desire within you, and what opportunity, or not what opportunity, but you're to ask that the opportunity present itself naturally and easily so that you'll know it's time to step into that new thing when it happens, and you don't need to sort of go out there and seek and fight and struggle to find it. So going back to your comment earlier about the doves and that those really stood out for you in the image, I'm hearing kind of keep your eyes peeled for images of white birds and feathers in unexpected places as sort of a sign and symbol and reassurance that Our Lady of Charity and your angels and guides are with you, protecting, guiding, and supporting you, and that to pay attention to your thoughts in those moments, because those thoughts are going to be indicators for you that you're on the right track to whatever this new thing or new opportunity, or maybe it's sort of the same thing in a different way, that you're on the right track and you're going to recognize it, no problem. So your only job right now is to pray a little bit and then keep your eyes open and know that it is coming. Yeah, and I'm hearing that that message is complete. So again, if you were watching live, even as that was for Mailee, there was a snippet in there for you too. And I would love to find out what that was, if you don't mind sharing in the comments. And Mailee, if you have any other comments you want to share about the accuracy of today's reading, or things that are coming up for you now or in the next few minutes as you kind of absorb that. I know that the people watching really appreciate knowing your reaction to the reading. And if you're someone whose name didn't come out of the cup, or you're someone who is super curious, I love to set you up with a private reading like we did today. That's a 1-card clarity reading. I also have 3-card integration readings that take about 45 minutes. They're far more detailed. And I also have something called Yoga Plus, where we start off with the intuitive reading, do some yoga, so good. It's aligned right for your energy and right for your physical needs. So it's always perfect and customized. And then we close that with some hands-on or distance energy healing. It is like a slice of 75-minute heaven. And for anybody who's watching, we've got, I'm an I'm offering 20% off through the end of this month for any of those services, to offer my appreciation to you for tuning in and watching live. And all you need to do is mention the word February to get that 20% off. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I absolutely love doing these live readings with you. And next week we've got President's Day here in the United States, which means that more of you might be able to watch live, and that would be super fun. So have a beautiful Monday. Reach out with your questions and comments. I do have some open spots this week for readings, so take advantage of that 20% off. And again, questions or comments, shoot them down there so that we can all benefit from what happened here today. There might be a bonus message coming this week, and I think it has a lot of F-bombs in it, so be prepared for that one as well. Have an awesome rest of your Monday, and I look forward to seeing you guys live next week. Thanks for watching. Namaste.